Salamun, Salamun. In the lecture 94, I have given the detail of the word Siam, the term Siam. In lecture 94, I have explained that Siam, in that lecture, it is a removing of the wicked leadership, filthy leadership, the leader who's failed to solve the problem of the people. So the Quran has used the word al-Sayam, proper noun, by using the Quranic laws. So you have the right to replace your wicked leadership because they are controlling you, because they make you a economy slave. They are using the power to suppress you. So Quran doesn't want it. Yes, Quran respects the power, but it is with the wisdom, a king. So in this lecture, the term Syam of Maryam, fasting or something deeper. So here in this lecture, the Quran explains how Maryam, with the training of the Syam, how Maryam became the successful to defeat the Roman Empire in the battlefield. I have written a complete book on this, and that is the reason we want to make the movie on that. And it is under process here. So in this lecture today, we will discuss what is the Syam of Maryam. They are giving so many different things. Syam for 60 days punishment, then against the divorce, or then Syam if you kill some person, it's against 60 days. This punishment, or white thread, or the black thread. You know it. It's all mumbo jumbo. They don't know what they are talking about. So let me start this lecture from the verse 595. In verse 595, the Quran has given clear definition of the term Psalm by saying this is Siam, Zalika Siam. Quran clearly, candidly explain what is a Siam. This is Siam means to stand up firmly or fairness by eliminating economic and other social injustice in the society. This is the meaning of Siam. So again, Quran is giving it. It's a determination, struggle in injustice, change the new, replace the old system with the new system of the Quranic laws, and constantly follow it. So in this verse, the Quran again says fairness by eliminating economic and other social injustice in the society. And they are saying it's eating or drinking in the evening or in the morning. What we can do? يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تقتلوا السيد وأنتم حرم ومن قتله منكم متعمدا فجزاء مثل ما قتل من النعم يحكم به ذو عدل منكم هدايا بلغ كعبة أو كفرة طعام المسكين أو عدل ذلك صيام ليزكوا بال أمره عفى الله عما سلف ومن عاد فينتقم الله منه والله عزيز انتقام. Let me first take what they are saying, the biblical translation, all our biblical translation. Kill not game while in the sacred district or in pilgrim grave. Where it is? La taklatu Sayyid. Where is the, killing game over here? If any of you doth intentionally, the compensation is an offering brought to Kaaba. Kaaba doesn't mean Kaaba. Kaaba means Quranic laws, and Sayyid does not mean to kill or taklatu or the praying. The compensation is an offering brought to Kaaba of domestic animal equivalent to the one he killed as adjudged by two just men among you, or by way of atonement, the feeding of the indigent or its equivalent fast. So this is I don't know from where they have taken all this. So let me make the translation possible. Caution to those who are protesting or advocating for peace. This is the meaning of Ya Ayyuhalladhina. Wherever there is a Ya, you mean caution, warning, amen. Those who are struggling for peace. Do not inflict or insult. La taklalu. Those who are in economic servitude or in a poverty captivity, Al-Sayyid. Al-Sayyid also means prisoner of war. So this economic servitude is the biggest problem. This is the worst type of slavery. Look, all the Western nations, they make the slave in Africa, in Ukraine, and further, we are in Pakistan, we are the slave of the military. Economically, they are controlling us. So, in economic servitude or in poverty captivity, 75% population is now in economic servitude. They are being controlled by the 25%. So this is the meaning of Al-Sayyid. It does not mean, you know, kill not game while in the sacred district. This does not mean. Al-Sayyid, who is servitude, economic servitude or poverty, while you have been already prohibited to act in this way. Wantum hurramun, already instruction have been given that do not make any person or any society economically slave. It's unlawful, already prohibited. Then Quran saying, whoever insult or abuse them, وَمِنْ قَتْلَ مِنْكُمْ, and whoever will make them slave under the economic slavery, insult them, disgrace them, abuse them, وَمَنْ قَتْلَ مِنْكُمْ, intentionally, مُتَمَّدًا, will be penalized similar to the insult or damages. So this is Quran saying. It is not about what they have written, kill any Kaaba, offering brought to the Kaaba, or intentionally kill any person or animal equivalent to that one he killed, nothing like that. Why they will kill the animal? Just question arises, do you think in Makkah there was a forest? And Kaaba doesn't mean the, the building, the Makkah, what they have given the name of Kaaba. Kaaba means also cube. Will be penalized similar to that insult or damage. System will give the punishment with the ampleness means of subsistence. system will help them align all kind of basic necessity of life. It does not mean animal. Al-Naim, proper noun, Quranic economic prosperity, mean name. And thus, the sin will be done by the judiciary. Yeah, maybe. If you made them slave, if you are parasite, all over mosque, they are all parasite. Even the biggest Allah house, they are making money. Then the sin will be done by judiciary. Yakuma bihi. In the right direction of guidance, hadaya. It does not mean you send the lamb or goat. But Yusuf Ali has written that intentionally the compensation is an offering brought to the Kaaba of domestic animal. No. Mean name. It means the blessing, the basic necessity of life, according to the Amin and name, according to the Quranic rule, subsistence. And this decision will be done by judiciary in the right direction of guidance so that it reaches to eminence level, al-Kabatun, so that your system gives the justice in eminence way, al-Kaaba, eminence laws of the Quran. It is not a cube building where they are making the circulation or where they are making Safa Marwa, following the slave girl Hajra. So 2.5 million Muslim, they are following one woman, and this is the Bible saying, Bible, given the details and our hadith they have taken from Bible, and this one woman run over there, here and there between Safa and Marwa, and now 2.5 billion Muslims, they are doing this. In the right direction of guidance so that it reaches to the eminence of level, justice eminence, lofty eminence laws, or compensate, recompense, or give them compensation if you did the injustice with them. First of all, Quran advice, make the eminent decision, best, judgment, eminence level, al-Kaaba, and then recompensate them, or kufratun. Kafur, deodorizer, same. It's a beauty. Kafirun, kafir, kufr, kafur. There is rolls of kafur. If you put in the cloth, so no insect will come, no smell will come. Deodorizer, we are using the same word. The damages caused by the slowness or motionless situation of the business are to those who lost the jobs. Miskin. Second. So Quran is saying this, and where they are taking. Because of the poor economy, tamun. The system has to, compensate them. Or an act of equitable justice, or equal to that. They suffer the damages, they suffer the losses economically, and first Quran is saying, judiciary will decide. Then, in the right direction, then it should reach to the eminence level, then recompensate them. Look, this book is for the protection of the weak segment of the society, or the business, or those who lost the job, miskin. It does not mean beggars. Because of the poor economy, it's a government problem, or an act of equitable justice or compensation. This should be your firm determination, Siam, Zalika Siam. So you do all these things, and this will be done by determination, Zalika Siam. So he may experience lazakku, taste, the consequences of his evil. Whoever did the wrong thing, he should penalize that. Instruction. If he did the wabale amrahu, if he give the wrong, instruction or order to damage the weak class of the society, so it should be, he should suffer it, he should experience it. However, Allah's law overlooked what happened in the past. What happened in the past? Past is past. But you have to pay for their past also. Quran is a book of justice, And whoever will respect, woman are, who are other, Allah's law will track him for reckoning. Wayantakumullah, tracking for reckoning. Who will repeat it? Who will do it again? Then what will happen? What happened in the past is past, and whoever will repeat, Allah's law will track him for reckoning. System will track him, and Allah's laws are very noble and exalted, and have the power to condemn it. The system was Quranic tradition. It's a highly moral system, So this is the meaning of Zalika Siamun. Here Zalika Siamun means any economic injustice or any person you want to you make him an economic slave or you put him in economic servitude. There are so many kind of servitude, sexual servitude, economic working servitude, social servitude. So the Quran is saying to remove all this with determination, Zalika Siam. Then in verse 1926, the Quran presents the example of Maryam, who started her new mission of the Quran against the Roman Empire with determination by abstaining from daily routine work. This is a song. Fakali Vasharabi Vakuri An. فأما ترين من البشر أحد فقولوا إني نذرت للرحمن صوما فلن أكلم اليوم الإنسيا. Look that translation. So eat and drink and cool sign. So here, in all song, no eating, no drinking. Here, I. And if thou dost see any man say, I have vowed a fast to Allah, what fast Allah? Before you are saying, Fakuli Vashrabi. And this day will I enter into not talk with any human beings. Here they are saying she was not talking, and this was the fasting of not talking. Psalm, the Maryam Psalm was not talking to any person. This is our psalm. Look. what they are doing. Note, in the above mentioned translation, there is a eat, drink, and cool eye. Then Maryam's vow for fasting or abstaining from talking after the delivery of the child have created tremendous kind of contradiction in their exposition of this verse. Because in all their translation, before this verse, they are saying that Maryam delivered the baby. And now she wants something. But in this, after delivery, she cannot talk any person. So, what is the possible right translation? So, Isa said not to worry. Because why she was worried? Because she was worried that Zikriya asked him to bring the Isa or Messiah in your party, and she was resisting it. So she felt that I wasted the time. So that is why Isa is saying to her. She was very upset. But so Isa said, not to worry. Eat, consume your sparkling gift of reasoning to digest it. Whatever the Zikri has given you, digest it. This is the program for you. Fakuli. Akal means transmitting, consuming. Very good, metaphorical relation. So Isa alayhi salam ask us, don't be worried what happens to happen, but now you have the program. So consume your sparkle gift of reasoning to digest it and drink, understand, and assimilate this message. What is the mission has been given to you against the Roman Empire? And feel tranquility in your mind. Now you should be satisfied because you have the proper guideline, so you can start your program. And when you sense or feel فَأَمَّا تَرِينَ أَحَدًا anyone from your party refuse or show meanest behavior, if anybody will not agree with you or they show some meanest behavior, so what you should then say to them, indeed, I have absolutely pledged myself, Nazarata, I have pledged myself for this mission. If you don't agree with me, I don't care. To start this extensive or utmost nourishment program to provide the favorable circumstances for the revolution against the Roman Empire. Lil Rahman. It's extensive. Emergency. Why? Because there was a big problem from the Roman Empire. So, to provide the favorable circumstances for the revolution against the Roman Empire to your people, you have to do it. She said, I have, absolutely pledged myself to provide the nourishment program to my people by providing them favorable circumstances with the determination to start new programs on. This is our new program to start the struggle against the barbaric Roman Empire. This is the sermon. And effective from today, there will be no talk or discussion, akallam, with those party members of the people or the people who have weakness or have doubt in their mind about this mission. So this is a message of Isa advising. Isa ibn Maryam advised them. Jesus is a nickname, it's a fake name. They borrowed from, they converted Isa or Isa ibn Maryam in the Jesus. And Jesus, before 50, 60 years, it was a cursing language. It was a bad language. And Sia about this mission, weakness and Sia. So this is the meaning of, Solomon, start a new program. And this program defeated the Roman Empire in the battlefield. This is a song. And the above verse term al-Bashar and Basharon signifies the fewest or lowest or basest or the meanest sort of mankind or the people. Those people are means. The word Solomon signifies determination or to abstain from daily routine work and to start doing something new. So Maryam and Isa ibn Maryam, they start something new. A revolution against the Roman Empire. Or begin an altogether different program. The term Ansiya signifies a group of people or party of numerous people. However, so this is the meaning of Ansiya, Solomon. Now I'll bring the last, name of Simon, of Psalm, term Siam or Psalm 30, 33, 35. However, in the verse 33, 35, the Quran has used the term Wasaimeen. And this is mean those head office, main office, organization which are active for achieving the steadfastness and firmness against the evils and their sister branches wal Saimat. Look, in the Quran there was a main offices for the maintenance or for the achieving the result or for checking the steadfastness and firmness against the evil, and they have also branches. Saimin was Saimat. It was consisting of man and woman, both male and female. So Saimin, Saimat, those organizations or those offices or those branches of the Quranic Federation who were keeping eye actively that our program is going properly, steadfastly, firmness, and there is no evil in the society. This is the meaning of science. Which are working for achieving the steadfastness and firmness against the evil of the society. So this verse gives the idea that in the Quranic tradition there are also department, main department of Simon, and also the branch of the sister branches, sub-office. إن المسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات والقانتين والقانتات والصادقين والصادقات والصابرين والصابرات والخاشعين والخاشعات والمتصدقين والمتصدقات والصائمين والصائمات وللحافظين فروجهم والحافظون والذاكرين الله كثير والذاكرات أعد الله لهم مغفرة أجر عظيم. So let me check first. Muslim men and women. This is the translation of Muslimin and Muslimat. For believing men and women. For devout men and women. So this is our translation of this. For a true man and woman, for men and women who are patient, and constant, for men and women who humble themselves, for men, so this is all men, and give in charity. And Quran is saying charity or donation is the insult of the human personality and it reflects the economic system of the government has failed. It's not working. And for men and women who guard their chastity, what do I mean? And for men and women who engage much in Allah's praise. 2.5 billion Muslims, they are praising Allah every day. Durood, rosary, supplication, Hajj, Durood Sharif, khutbah. What is the result? Negative. Let me give you the translation of this. The main organization are groups who are reconciliation to free the society from evil and corruption. This is the definition of Muslimin. There were department who their duty was to remove the evilness, corruption from the society. So the Al-Muslimin, the main head office or the main group or the main department or the main community and their sister bodies. Well, Muslimat. This Muslimat does not mean only men and women. It means men and women both. So here the Muslimin mean that department which remove the evils and corruption from the society. So this is one department and their branches and chief peace enforcing groups or organization wal mu'minin and their sister association. It has men and women both, mu'minat, who are keeping the peace. First, Muslimin remove all the evil and corruption. The second, maintains the peace and the main organization and their branches. And main bodies or organizations which are working for preserving and developing the latent potentiality of the society, Qanitin. They were checking the abilities that all the departments are working good, branches are working good. So in that, Al-Qanitin and their sister association, Wal-Qanitatin, and core organization are departments managing public welfare funds or reserve fund with truthfulness. This is Sadiqeen. They were managing economic department, they were managing the funds with truthfulness. Now you know how much in democracy these elected members deliver the poor people rights, So they were checking it. And their sister offices, Al Sadiqat, and the chief association or department which bring endurance, steadfastness, Al Sabirin, untiring struggle, and the waiting for the result patiently. So there was a department also over there, or the groups or the community who are watching that the people are struggling and making untiring struggle, research work they are making, and the result they were checking. And key division issuing a warning or caution against the corruption. They were checking. Is there any corruption? Any kickback? And their sister branch of Al Khashiyat. And the foremost organization or offices watching and confirming that the things are going in the right to the true and right direction. Wal mutasaddiqeen. They check it, check and balance. Look, the Quranic Federation over has given 6, 7 departments. They were check and balance. Mustadrakeen wal Musaddiqat. And the focal organization which work for achieving steadfastness and firmness against the evil of the society will Siam. How they will make that translation? Siam, keeping fasting. So Siam again, focal organization which work for achieving steadfastness and firmness against the evil of the society, Siam, and their sister branches. And the main bodies which are guarding or protecting the national policy secret matters and their sub-branches, وَالْحَافِظُونَ فُرُوجَهُمْ وَالْحَافِظَاتِ. And what they have translated this Faruzana? Men and women who guard their chastity. Look, what is the insult they are doing? It means وَالْحَافِظُونَ فُرُوجَهُمْ, state secret. They were checking that no state secret has been leaked. And the main organization which are responsible for sending frequently reminders are reminding the society about the Allah's law. Wal Zakirin al Sakirin. They send the reminder, do not dislocate from the Quranic laws. Do not go in the darkness from the Quranic laws. Wal Zakirin al Kasirin, repeatedly, frequently sending the reminders. And their sister offices. And Allah's laws have prepared other law. When you have these departments, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 departments. And then Quran says, if you have all this department active, check and balance, so what will happen? And Allah's law have prepared other law for them a great reward. Allah did not give, but you did it. Great reward. When you have all these departments working honestly, like a hawk, checking, Ajr Nazim, Ajr, Ujra, taxi, just like taxi driver gets the wages. The moment you reach your destination, you give him money, and it's enough money, he's happy. Wajr Azim, it's just like a taxi, you will get the reward. How the reward you will get? Not 72 dark-eyed hooves, or you will not go to the heaven. What is reward? In the form of a society full of protection, free from all kinds of damages and calamities caused by the wrong policies or activities. So this is Ajrun Azim. Ajrun Azim, Maghfaratum. So it means the main job of the government is to protect the people from the damages, from the loss. This is the government. Those people who suffer damages because of the politics or because of the bad leader or because of the, some accident. So here, Ajrun Azim, what is Ajrun Azim? That your society full of protection, free from all kinds of damages and calamities caused by the wrong policies or activities. So, according to the Quran, the government job is to protect the vulnerable part of the society, or the weakest part of the society, or the poor class of the society. This is the job of the government. But here, capitalism, they are controlling, and government protecting them. It's a, it's a totally opposite. How you can look terribly because all the commentators of the Quran have invariably come up with a solitary translation with fasting. It's a tragedy. And how much damage this mosque and the present fasting has done to the Quranic civilization or Quranic education, it is beyond our control. They are doing this. Iftar party in Russia, iftar party, a tea party in a mosque. It's a joke. And these herd of sheep, oh, look, Muslim. They are converting non-Muslim. First of all, you are not a Muslim. The term song stands for determination. This is a gist. Determination training program, which was started by Maryam from the training for the training of Isa and his nation and her nation. It also signifies an action of being determined on something or determined to something, standing against something, or standing for something without listening to anyone. So this is a sermon program. This is the last term, Siamine, Siamat. I have, done it now, and it's a complete, there are 13 verses. I have discussed all these verses and give you the explanation according to my research. But if you think something is wrong or something missing, please write me. It's not the final word. It's not the final word. So now you start your own research. Convert all these mosques into the research center because on this beautiful planet there is not a single research center of the Quran. Look, Saudi Arabia is making billions of dollars, and these all the mosques they are making hell amount of money. There are 3.5 million mosques on this planet, and there is no single research center for the Quran. Thank you very much.